All right, welcome to UEMR Orientation. My name is Scott. I'm the EMS chief.
Hello everyone, I'm Yashra Rashid. I'm the Administration Lieutenant.
And I'm Layden Wright. I'm the Operations Lieutenant.
We wanted to welcome all of you, first of all, to UEMR. Congratulations, you guys have joined the agency. We're really excited to have you all here. As you all know, UEMR is an amazing place for you guys to get experience, actual real hands-on experience. You guys will be dealing with real patients, so you all will be held to a high standard. So we're looking forward to having you guys, and we hope that this presentation will kind of give you a nice introduction to what you can look forward to with our agency.
All right, so UEMR, that stands for University Emergency Medical Response. Okay, I guess it's a mouthful. But who we are, so we are going to be a campus-based emergency medical services group. Okay, so we are a registered first responder agency. Y'all should know that. Okay, the biggest thing that I want to stress in this orientation is who is a part of our team and how we are structured. So UEMR, we're under the police department. We work very closely with the police department. My boss is going to be the chief of police, which is Chief Zacharias. Okay, he is going to be very involved with UEMR, and the police department oversees all of our operations. Leadership, it will be the three of us are going to be the lieutenant corps, and then under us we have a whole officer corps, and then we have all the providers, and I'll show you that in just a sec. The faces to know, just basically the survival guide, which Lana will talk about in a little bit. In there, we give you the faces that you should know, okay? People that are very important to us. The president of the university, Chief Zacharias. All these people that are very important to UEMR, you should know who they look like. And should you see them out on campus, please say hi to them, okay? They are very much supporters of us. So these two documents here, the standard operating procedures and then the survival guide. The standard operating procedures, that's going to be more of a officialized document as far as outlining our SOPs and how we operate. All of our procedures, all of our policies are in that document. Okay, so before your first shift, have a read through that document and make sure that you understand every single bit of it. Okay, you'll be responsible for every part of that information come your first shift. The survival guide, that's more of a relaxed form of the SOPs. Okay, they still include policies, it still includes all that information, but more in an applicable way. Okay, Landon did a fantastic job in writing this for everyone to make sure that everyone is on the same page as far as the understanding of our SOPs. So take a look at both of these documents before your first shift. So the structure, we have EMS chief, myself up the top here. Basically, my job is to overlook the entire organization to make sure we all run very smoothly. The lieutenant positions, these are actually what make the organization run. These are kind of the gears that operate the entire organization. The operation arm, Landon, he's going to oversee the four officers, scheduling officer, recruitment officer, training officer, and then equipment officer. Under that, we're going to have field training officers, okay? And then to the side there, we have our in-charge and attendant providers, okay? So our entire operational arm, that'll be the majority of us. That'll be all the providers, and all that. And then we have our MCI team, that'll be our mass casualty team, be a focus group on mass casualty response. On the administrative side, we have Yusra. She'll be taking care of the secretary, public relations, auxiliary, which is the EMT class, and then the finance officer. Alongside that, we have our CQI team and our research team that'll also be reporting to Yusra. So the organization, it runs in a very structured way. We all have a specific job, and we all have a specific, duty to the organization. As far as the providers and what y'all will be doing, every EMT provider, every 911, special event, everything like that will report directly to Landon. So your direct report as you come into UEMR and become an attendant provider will be to Landon. So like I say, we here at UEMR, we really want to push y'all upwards. We want to move y'all, we want to gain your access and push y'all to a leadership position. We start out at the attendant level. You'll come in after you do a few pre-modules. You'll come in at that attendant level and begin working shifts. You'll work up to an in-charge after going through our extensive FTO process. And then after that in-charge level, you can either go to a field training officer or an officer position. This is a little bit more leadership and a little bit more to do with the operations of the agency. After serving as an officer, then you become a lieutenant or chief. The three of us up here, we're the ones that are really going to be overseeing the entire organization and have the responsibility of either the operations or the administrative arm on y'all. So every position from the in charge up is a leadership position, and so you'll get great experience as far as that goes here at UEMR. So professionalism. This is one thing that the current providers will know that I harp on a lot. UEMR is a student-run professional organization. That is the only one like it on campus. So we provide a professional service, but we're all students. Our student category or our student classification really means nothing when it comes to UEMR. Okay, we are professionally trained providers that provide an actual level of care that is maintained at a professional standard, as with the Richardson Fire Department and other Dallas area fire departments. So keep in mind, you must always look professional. Okay, the police department, they are going to be the ones that we're going to base our professionalism off the most. If you don't see a police officer do it, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, we at UEMR take professionalism very, very seriously, because a lot of times people try to clump us into a student organization, which just isn't true, because student organizations do not provide a professional service to the university. The job of EMS, a lot of times it's a crude job. It's a very, it's a rough job. You see a lot of bad things. And a lot of times it can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster. You have to realize that maintaining professionalism throughout your job here at UEMR will help get you through that crustiness, or the crusty firefighter that yells at you, or a possibility of not all being nice and bubbly all the time. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you go through your UEMR time.
Uniforms. So uniforms are a very, very important part of the job that we do as a public servant. They identify who you are and what your role is on scene. All uniforms should always be in tip-top shape. You should never have coffee stains down the front of it, with your shirt half tucked in, no belt, and tennis shoes on. You need to be in full uniform when you're on shift. That means a shirt that's pressed. That means a belt. That means black or blue, navy blue, EMS pants, and polished EMS tactical boots. Tennis shoes are, A, they don't look professional, but B, they're very dangerous to be in on some of these scenes. You get on a motor vehicle accident and there's glass. Well, that could puncture your tennis shoe pretty good. You need good EMS boots. Okay? At 911, when you work a 911 shift, you're expected to be in our Class A uniform, and you'll know what that means soon enough. And the same rules I just talked about apply. Special events, it kind of depends on what the event is. We may allow, and you'll know prior to that shift what the uniform expectation would be. It might be a t-shirt and even shorts, so like tactical EMS shorts, but you'll know that for that particular event. But like I said, professional. Anything you do in that uniform will come back to us, because your UEMR is plastered all over all of it, and we will find out. For scheduling, so we are very flexible with scheduling. We know that we're all full-time students first, and that this is an extra thing that we're doing. And we understand that because we're in the same boat as everyone watching this video. We use a software called Sling, and this is how you can pick up shifts, see what shifts you're working, and other stuff like that. Our scheduling officer this year will be a Diva. That's her phone number and her email. You can email her for any requests, and she'll be more than happy to help you. But you will be assigned 1 3-hour day shift every week. And like I said, we will work to the best of our abilities to match your schedule for your shift here. But it is required 1 3-hour day shift every week. Starting this upcoming semester in fall 2018, we're going to be a 24/5 service. So we're going to work 24 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That includes night shifts. So we're going to have a 7:45 p.m. to a 7:45 a.m. with a 15-minute window for changing shifts every night, Monday through Friday. That's going to be a 12-hour shift. We have beds available and sleeping quarters, and we'll go over that as time progresses. But you'll be expected to work 1 night shift a month. Okay? And not expected. That's a requirement. Okay. Now, extra shifts. You can pick up as many open shifts as you want to. There's not a maximum shift you can get to, but there is that minimum of 1 a week. And we will work with it. We know emergencies come up. We get that. You have, if you know of, I have my MCAT on May 17th, and I have I know that ahead of time. Email a Diva and say, hey, Diva, I have my MCAT. I won't be able to make that shift. We'll work with you. But we also understand that family emergencies come up as well. Just let us know as soon as possible, okay? But try to give us a week window if all possible, as per our SOPs, okay? So I kind of mentioned night shift. That's a 12-hour shift. You have your own room with a bed, desk, and you just need to be response ready in 30 seconds. You know, don't be in your Hello Kitty pajamas where you have to change. You need to be in your EMS attire ready to go. Don't miss a call. You don't want that discussion, trust me. A new thing we're also rolling out in fall 2018 is a software called Active 911, okay? And this is a phone app that will alert you of a 911 call on campus. It'll give you basic call information, such as the chief complaint and obviously the time of the emergency. It's when it's sent, and that'll put you in pre-response mode, which if you reference the survival guide, it'll give you a better outlook on what that is. But how it works is a patient calls 911, that goes to the Richardson Police Department 911 Operation Dispatch Center, whatever, and then they'll send over that information once they dispatch an ambulance and an engine to the campus to the UT Dallas Police Department, and that's where you'll be dispatched via our radio with police officers to go to that. Active 911 does not dispatch you. Our UTD PD dispatches you, okay? And then you'll meet those officers on scene, and RFD should be right behind you. Now, for non-emergent calls, and what we mean by that, these are like, we don't need an ambulance, is simply the definition of that. You'll also be dispatched via Active 911 through dispatch or with our call sign on the radio as usual, which you'll get well acquainted with really quickly. So you just signed up to work in UEMR. You know, you're like, what could happen at UT Dallas? Trust me, everything can happen at UT Dallas. Something you'll see in South Dallas will happen here at UT Dallas. Now, the frequency isn't there, but trust me, the acuity is. You'll see everything from motor vehicle accidents to motorcycle accidents to even deaths on scene, seizures, heart attacks, strokes, you name it. We've seen it, and we'll continue to be working with stuff like that. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen, get with your FTO or one of us in leadership, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have, and hope you enjoy your time with UEMR. Just kidding. We have one more slide left. Come on. I thought that was the last one. Anyway. What shifts may look like. So while you sign up for this 3-hour day shift or this 12-hour night shift, you can do anything you want as long as your response ready. This oftentimes will include studying, watching Netflix, maybe studying some more. Okay, we'll go run a cardiac arrest. Cool. We'll come back and sleep, eat, maybe put a tourniquet on, and then eat some more, and then go back to bed. Just kind of whatever you need to. As long as you are response ready, that's all we ask.
Again, if you need any sort of contact with us, contact your FTO, contact either 3 of us, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions.
We know that all of this information was probably a lot to digest, but just know that we have a whole training program set for you guys to go through to ensure that you all will be ready for your first shift with UEMR. So, yeah, just looking forward to working with all of you. Maybe take out that last part.
Can you edit that out?
Yeah.
Please tell me you can edit that out.